guys, I know it has been a while since I did tutorial with you guys. Previously I did tutorial for Adobe Premiere Pro and also Adobe Illustrator. So this time I came with a new tutorial which is using Adobe Lightroom. There's a new updates inside this Adobe Lightroom for mobile, CC, and also for classics. They updated a few things, but I'm going to highlight only the one main thing that I believe is really useful for you, for photographer. If you guys are shooting a lot of headshot, beauty shot, portraiture, you know, like shot yang macam you guys wanted to give more attention to the details of the shots. So there's one feature called texture. It's actually a slider. If you guys using a previous version, you will not find this slider, texture slider inside of your Lightroom. So if you guys update your Lightroom to the new version, to the latest update, you will get the new slider called texture on top of this clarity slider. Just a brief explanation. If you guys are shooting, you know, headshot and beauty shot and stuff, normally you wanted to you know, play around with the skin, with the texture of the skin, with the brows, like with the hairline, the sharpness, all this element component to make your beauty shot, your headshot like flawless. All right, most of the photographer professionally, they will use Photoshop, because inside Photoshop you have a lot of tools yang lagi senang untuk you play around with. Like, you know, we have a spot healing tool, we have a clone stamp. There's one other process involved inside this retouching, which is called frequency separation. Basically, frequency separations is to separate high and also low frequency inside this photography. What is high frequency? High frequency is like macam component ataupun element yang ada sharp edges. Hairline, your brows, the corner of your eyes, benda yang macam we can see the lines, like macam very sharp. And then when it comes to low frequency is something yang macam you nak smoothkan, like the texture of the skins or the pores, all of that. So that's why inside when you do like retouching, you akan separatekan these two, meaning yang mana yang part high frequency untuk you sharpen kan, yang mana component fall into this low frequency untuk you smooth kan. There's one thing called medium frequency. So basically this is when the texture came in. Like kalau inside this Lightroom you are unable to do that frequency separation properly, because professionally it is done by using Photoshop, because in Photoshop we have layers. So layers tu yang mainkan peranan untuk separate kan that high frequency and also low frequency component. But when it comes to Lightroom, you know, it's very we don't have layers. But at least Lightroom is dia punya working flow is called non-destructive, sebab you can always play around with the sliders. So whenever you adjust one thing, like the value, you can always go back and forth, you know. So that's why it is called non-destructive, meaning it's not permanent. You can always adjust it accordingly. It's very convenient, because normally kalau editing inside Lightroom we use a lot of noise reduction and also sharpening. Right, I think it's better for me to just show how it works rather than explain it. It's so hard to do so. So basically, if you see here, this is a photo of Diana Daniel, but then you can see over here, this is what I call a new slider. Under presence we have texture. So kalau you pakai a previous version, you are unable to have that. You only thing that you have under present is clarity, dehaze, vibrance, and also saturations. Now I have another extra, which is called texture. So by default, if you press ataupun if you slide the slider of the texture ke atas ataupun to the positive value, it means you want to sharpen the texture more. Like you can see, it's sharpening things out. But if you tolak dia to the negative part, it's actually smoothen things out. See, it smoothenkan dia punya texture. Let's say if you think that smoothness is like too fake, you can still macam have a little bit of both. That's how it works. Basically, texture, it's just like you apply the smoothen skin at the same time, noise reduction at the same time, sharpening. So meaning previously if you do a lot of steps just to have this kind of effect, now you only gotta use only one step. And you can also play around with the clarity and also dehaze if you want. So it's up to you. and if you can still play around with the, you know, like we have noise reduction and sharpening over if you want. I think I like how it looks like at the moment. Yeah, so that's it. So basically that's it. It's just a slider which is helping you out to smoothen the texture, the skin of your subject, at the same time allows you to sharpen things out. I'm going to use this texture thingy basically because it's going to like poof, make things easy with just one click. Alright, so if you guys have any questions, any suggestions, anything, comment dekat bawah tu basically. Yeah, bawah ni. And don't forget to you can ask me questions if you have, just let me know. So see you guys next time. Bye.